Hey, morning team. About 6 p.m. last night, was it that research showed up? We got some research that turned up for our prep for Snorlax, so we're just doing the first little task towards that now, and we'll see what the rest of it's about. Okay, let's start today with a shiny check on Persimmon. No. Okay, 1683. Okay, so as mentioned very briefly, we've had the Gigantamax Snorlax Max Battle Day lead up timed research. Bit of a mouthful. I'm just dropping Pokemon Go, and it's supposed to be there to help us prepare for Gigantamax Snorlax, which is coming up this weekend. And we need to collect 500 max particles. That task there, I can't remember what it was, but we did it already. Win 3 max battles, catch 5 max Pokemon, level up a max move 3 times, and a few other things there. And we have until 4 days and 9 hours. So 9 hours from now is... So it's looking like about 5 o'clock on Saturday. So with these particles here, of course, if you're not going to use them to power anything up, we will actually be able to save those to collect on Saturday for an extra max battle, which is great. So I've got 680 more for today, so let's collect the 300 and collect the 120 from the stop. And I'm assuming this top encounter is going to be Dynamax Machop. It is 533. No idea if that's any good. It isn't, but I'm more on it to see if catching that encounter will count towards the catch 5 max Pokemon. Cool, so you do get one of those for free. Again, we have plenty of time to do this, but just in the interest of time, I'm gonna just smash through it all now and today. It's just one less thing for me to do tomorrow. Dodging is clearly still posing issues. Let's hope that gets fixed before the weekend. Okay, that's 2 max battles done. Leave behind Zapdos. And our second shiny check, 1687. Okay, going for shiny check number 4. This one's a Machop, no shiny. Okay, I think 730 might be the hundo for this one. So that means this one isn't very good. So one of the other requirements for that research is we've got to level up a max move 3 times. So I'm planning to use my free particles over the next couple of days to do that. And I already know what I'm going to be maxing out as one of my counters for Snorlax on the weekend. I'm going to work on, well, I'm almost there, so I might as well just do that one more time now. Chansey, well, Blissey itself is going to serve as a pretty decent tank, as well as an excellent healer for the team come this Saturday, so max out the max spirit if you can. Catch 1 more max Pokemon, power up Machop 5 times, power up a Pokemon 10 times. Okay, sweet. Okay, we've got 1 more max battle to do, so we're going to go over ahead and do that Machop. But I just managed to collect a couple of power up tasks, and I wanted to do that first because we've got a few power up tasks at the bottom there, so we might as well get them done. So first up is to power up a Machop 5 times. I was actually curious or not as to whether Machamp would count for this. So going to power up this Machamp once. 5 research tasks updated. No, it doesn't count. So we have to power up Machop. So if you're planning to use a Machamp for Snorlax this weekend and you've evolved it already, unfortunately that ain't gonna work. As for me though, I'm just gonna take one of these low ones, hit it 4 times, and then go back to my Chansey and power that up 5 times. Now we can collect that candy and let's get this last max battle done. And we're done. Leave behind Moltres and shiny check. No shiny, 707. And as expected, not very good. But as far as the research goes, that's pretty much it. I've decided I'm going to stop there for today. I'll just collect that and I'll just slowly work on the rest of those moves using the free particles that I get between now and Friday. Leveling up max moves and unlocking max moves for a start ends up being quite expensive, so I guess it's important for us to cover some of the things that are important to know before we get to Gigantamax Snorlax this weekend. So Snorlax is happening on Saturday the 19th, which is the middle of Easter weekend, for 3 hours only. And although there's been talks, or at least things added into the back end of the game to suggest that remote max battles may be coming to Pokemon Go soon, as far as we're aware right now, these will need to be done in person as they always have. So don't forget to check out Campfire for any local meetups if you have them, or if you haven't got a local Campfire group for your area already, maybe it could be a good time to start one. You may not get the numbers that you need for Snorlax by the time that day comes around, but there's going to be more battles coming in the future. Okay, next, As important as it is to have good attackers on your team, it's arguably even more important to be able to have tanks as well, because the longer you can keep yourself in the battle, the longer you're able to contribute and deal damage to the boss and support your team overall. Don't forget that if you do die out, don't leave the battle, don't lose hope, don't lose focus, but keep tapping on the cheer button so you can keep helping to build that max meter for those who are remaining. Cheering in the battle not only helps your team with 4, but it also helps all of the other teams as well. It's actually one of the few actions that you can do that can actively help other battle parties within your Gigantamax raid. Probably my suggestion for perhaps best tank and healer in the game is going to be Chansey or Blissey. I'm going to be using this one here, and why not? Because I've got the candy, I'll just get that ready. It's now ready to go for the weekend. As far as fast moves go, you'll want to use Pound because it's a 1-turn fast move, so it's going to be charging that max meter even faster. Gengar could potentially be another useful tank. And to round out my team, because I powered one up for a previous video, I will use Machamp, which already has its attack maxed out, which is good, so I guess I'll work on the rest of those when it gets to it. But in terms of attackers, there are going to be other options. The only weakness that Snorlax does have is fighting, so be sure to take advantage of that. And right, should have mentioned, dodging is still broken. At the moment you can dodge, but it's not going to do anything, so hopefully it's fixed by Saturday, but if it isn't, we're actually going to be losing vital time tapping on and building up the max meter if we're attempting to dodge and it's not functional anyway, so just something to bear in mind. But again, hopefully it's fixed by then. But aside from that, if you're watching this from the other side of the world, be sure to keep an eye on the channel, like, subscribe, and be sure to look out for my Gigantamax Snorlax video when that comes out on Saturday. So until then, thank you for watching, good luck out there, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.